Om Shri Ganpati Namah. Om Shri Ganpati Namah. I pray Almighty God Ganesha, the Day Lord, Ancestor Lords, and Gurus. Salute to the motivators, guides, and welcome you to the Varun Astro's presentation on Days of Auspiciousness as per Numerology. This special presentation has been brought after getting this frequent suggestions from viewers, which was vetted by the Gurus. And this presentation is part of the fifth uh, presentation of my Danic Panchang, which is placed before in YouTube on daily basis. And this presentation is in English for those who are not fully conversant with the Hindi. Because of space and time constraints, and make the avoid the video to take longer, more inputs on numerology could not be done there. So this here we have tried to place some basic introductory topics in numerology. So there are two parts in the presentation. First part is basic introduction of numerology, how to use it. And second part is days auspiciousness as per numerology. So let us proceed there after chanting Ganesha's mantra silently. So this special presentation and is for on numerology. And before I take you to the first part, the first presentation and this is first slide in this presentation. Let us have regards to the gurus, motivators, and guide. And now I will take you to the presentation. So in numerology, numbers in single digits are used, and these numbers are 1 to 9 only. Zeros are ignored because zero signifies uncertainty, indefinite. And five numbers, because of the placement between 1 to 9, happens to be the middle number, and this number is treated as a number which balances all the numbers coming before it and coming after it. So these numbers are ruled by some planets. And these planets are, one is ruled by Sun, two is by Moon, three by Jupiter, four by Rahu, five by Mercury, six by Venus, seven by Ketu, eight by Saturn, and nine by Mars. And in the word of numerology, these numbers are also known differently and uniquely. And they are one is known as king and of all government, two is known as queen, three is known as king's advisor, four by rule breaker, five by prince, Kumar, six by minister, seven by a spiritual guru, and eight by servants, workers, or judiciary, nine by army, police, or doctor. So if without knowing the relationship between the numbers, if we see here itself, we can derive some conclusion. For example, 1 and 2 cannot be enemy. So 1 and 3, 2 and 3 cannot be enemy. But what about 2 and 4? The queen will never like rule breaker. Similarly, 1 and 5, prince. For king, prince is very close with heart. And also for the 2, moon, queen. So in this way, this analysis can be done. 1 will always be close to the 9, but not 2. Similarly, 1 and 8 will have always identical terms. And so 2, 2. I mean, twin 2. And in this way, relationship can be drawn. I mean, the slide itself, in this presentation itself, I will try to show you the relationship between what are the inimical planets of each, what are the inimical numbers of each number. So, compound numbers are those which consist of more than one number, because numerology works on single digit only. So, if any number consisting of more than one digit appears before us, all the digits are summed up, all the numbers are therein are summed up and converted into single digit, single number, ranging between 1 to 9. So in numerology, there are two types of data which we are supposed to handle. And these are birth related, date of birth, which is gifted by God. Static data, it is known, it does not change. And there are few numbers which are derived from this number. That is from the birth date. When we convert them into single digit, we get the prime number, or it can be also known as driver. And when we add all the numbers, date, month, and year together and convert it into single digit, it is known as life number or conductor. And the third number is the angel number, which is derived from by adding the numbers of the year, which are in 4 digits. Month, date always will be in the one or two digit. So month also 1 or 2 digit, but year 4 digit. So all the 4 digits of the year are added together and converted into single digit. The resultant number is subtracted from 11 for the male and added to 4 for the female. That is known as angel number. So all these numbers, date of birth, driver, conductor, and angel number are static because these are derived, gifted by God. And prime number, or you can say driver, conductor, life number, which is also known as life number, and angel number, which is also known as core number. All these are derived from birth date. So these remain static. So for this native, the static data are unique. His number starts from 3 in the birth data, date, month, and year. His number starts from 3, ends with a 3. And driver is 3, conductor is 3. Angel number is 9. Since it relates to male. Now, this static data will never be changed. You must keep it in mind. And the driver and conductor is the most important number derived from the birth date. The relationship between these two numbers are very, very important in order to smoothly run the life. And if these numbers are empty to each other, conflict starts, problem starts, then the role of some numbers comes in. Or any number which is coming in between this driver and conductor, if they are inimical to these numbers, problem again starts. So balancing of the numbers is the basic of the numerology. This is the role of the numerologist. And it is very easy to do, very easy to apply. So first, let us see what are the dynamic data. Because with the support of the dynamic data only, the remedial measures for the conflict in driver and conductor can be done. Static data cannot be changed. And first and foremost dynamic data is the name. Because name remains with us throughout the life and it gives us first level of energy, that is high level of energy it gives by name. And that is why numerologists first prefer to change names. And the name consists of words. It will be surprising how it can be converted into number. So each number, each alphabet of the word in any form consists of the letters used therein, alphabets used therein, have their unique numerical values. And these words, the alphabets or characters of these numbers are replaced with their respective numerical values and then added together and converted into single digit. This is known as name number. So in this way, CT number is also changed. So the native CT may change frequently because of transfer, posting, etc. But not the name. Thereafter, other numbers in the form of, we can say, vehicle number, house number, etc. But the first dynamic comes static number is name number. So let us see how the name works. This relates, the date of birth date relates to the soul Nigam sir. Happy birthday to you, sir. And this is unique combination because his name, his date of birth starts from 3. Date of birth ends with the 3. His name starts with 3. And the resultant effect is 9. So let us see, analyze his birth date. This is the dosocrete consisting of 9 boxes. And these 9 boxes consist one unique number, which is the permanent place for these numbers. So we will prepare one blank chart and thereafter we will place the numbers according to their birth date. So let us start doing this. So this number, let us see 3. 3 is here. Thereafter 7 is here. Again 1. 9, 7 double, 3 double, 3 triple, 3 4 times, 9, and name is also giving 9. So 9 is coming from 3 nines are coming. First 9 is this one, second 9 is this one, and third 9 is this from name. In this way, we see that many of the number boxes are empty, only few are filled in. And in this way, his boxes are empty. Any number when it is repeated more than twice, it creates problem for the native. So let us analyze it, how it is working. So the box will look like this: 999, 4 times 3, 1 times 1, 777. So 2 is missing, 4 is missing, 5 is missing, 8 is missing, 6 is missing. So many numbers out of 9 numbers. You can see the native has only 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers are there. 5 numbers are missing, which starts from 5, 4, 2, 8, and 6. So there will be impact of the missing numbers, but the native may be getting these numbers through his wife. The native tried to change his name by placing single A with the nigam. The resultant effect was coming 1, so it was not beneficial because 1 is already with the native. Had he done by adding double N, resultant effect would have been 14 and this 5 number would have come. This spelling is incorrect probably. So this corrections has been done. His name was on N. We have taken it for M. With resultant effect is his name number is given 8, which was missing for him. So when he changed his name earlier, he added it to A, increased 1A. Resultant effect whose number was going to 9. And this increased his angerness. Resulting effect of which he reverted to the original position. This is history of name correction. But had he done in double N anywhere, either in the Sonu or in the Nigam, Sonu in the Sonu is giving 3. So I avoided in increasing N because it was taking him to 8. Result in slow progress. Nigam is taking him to 5. So if N would have been added, 1 would have been increased, but it is immaterial. The resultant effect finally would have been 14. and resultant effect would have been 5. So the native could have got 5 here. But anyhow, salute to the decision of the native. So what are the impacts of the missing numbers and what are the impacts of the numbers which are increasing? So name number is given 8. Mobile number is not known and not tried to know also. It is not available in social media. Now, this number, what is speaking for the native? So if you see southeast corner, center, southwest corner and northwest corner, he should analyze about the Vastu dosa and do the remedial measures if it is feasible. If it is there, it should be got rectified if it is. Then what are the impacts of this number, missing number? This is very brief. And the impact of the missing numbers will not be for all the impacts, but few will be there. And it is possible that the native is getting the missing number from a spouse, which balances the numbers too. So after marriage, some improvement takes place. If it is there, the native is getting the numbers from spouse. This is very brief introduction about the boxes, the numbers which are depict and the impact of the numbers. He had to work hard because of missing number 5. He has to be disciplined. He must know his self-worth, which he could have realized later on. In this way, this number depicts about the native. And the remedial measures can be done through the elements which are missing in the for the native. The native should take care about the diseases also. Some of the diseases may crop up because missing numbers if he is not getting from spouse. So maybe his mobile number is also giving the number, missing numbers. And his intellectual level is horizontally, if you see, 33%, emotional is 66%, practical is 66%. Vertically speaking, his thought process is 66%, it was earlier 33%, willpower 66%, and action plane 30%. This thought process is 66% because two boxes are failing. And golden Raj Yoga is not found because 5 and 4, 4, 5, 6, all the numbers are missing for the native. Silver Raj Yoga could also not be found because 5 is missing in between 8 and 2. So 4, 5, 6 is missing, and this is resultant effect is golden Raj Yoga is not found for the native, and 8, 5 in between 8 and 2, 5 is missing. That's why silver Raj Yoga is also not found. So 5 is the number which is at the center in between 1 and 9, 2, and in the grid also. And the 5 is very, very important for the native. So if the number, the people who are born in 2025, they will be lucky because 5 number, which is often missing for the native, they are these numbers are gifted by God. So now, while selecting the numbers, we must apply some mind, selecting the names, making corrections in the name. If your prime number is or conductor is, suppose 3, so native should avoid 6 number because it is anti to 3. So his angel number, name number, etc., none is anemical to the prime number or conductor number for the native. So that is in this way it is analyzed. Now we will look into the impact of the missing numbers. So let us see what are the impacts of the missing numbers. So these are the impacts of the missing number. If you see that for the native, 5, 4, 2, 6, these 4 numbers are missing. And if the 2 is missing, the native is lacking in sensitivity and intuition. Consequently, the native can make many mistakes by ignoring the still small quiet voice within. So inner voice can be ignored. Native is inclined to be impatient and unpunctual. And the native has a tendency always to try to justify his actions rather than admit that they have made a mistake. When they do the mistake, they do not admit it. And such people whose 2 number is missing should learn to achieve balance in their life. If this 2 number, if suppose 2 or 4 is missing, natives are not able to set routine, frequently disorganized, lacking in motivation. Maybe he could have got 4 from his spouse, then this would have been balanced. Consequently, the native seldom achieve much until he has altered the way to look at the life. Native is should learn to be better organized and to work for what he wants. And since 4 is the number of dexterity, people lacking it are seldom good with their hands. Natives develop more patience and tolerance, life becomes easier for them. It is advised that natives, if patience and tolerance increase in their life, he can do better in the life. Now, if 5 is missing, which balances the number, so it is very hard to set the goals, lack drive and versatility, need constant motivation from others. Such people need to learn to set realistic goals and to complete them before starting on another. So multiple tasking is not advisable for the native. It may have impact on his health as well as achieving the target. And 6 is missing. I will like to suggest that avoid the 6. Do not take the 6 because your prime number is 3, conductor is 3, and name Sonu is giving 3. Full name is giving 8, but Sonu is giving 3. To avoid this 6, and you have multiple 3s are there, the impact will be not good. So with this, now I will take you to the personal year. The native personal year is 1, which is beneficial for the native because he is very much friendly to the 1 number. And personal year 1 is physically, mentally feel healthier, will move on to path of progress. If one gets organized and plans ahead, achieve success in job and business, may have important changes in life, which will be for the betterment of the present living situation. The native may meet few people who will prove helpful, beneficial in future. It is advisable to the native to remain fear-free, anxiety-free, and should work or will work with less stress, will attain the name and fame. Good year for reading, writing, appearing in competition, starting a new financial venture, buying a sewing machine. For writers, musicians, painters, you will prove very significant for the new composition. So this is the personal year is very beneficial, which has started just today for the native. So wishing you all the best, Sonu sir. Your personal year is very favorable. So enjoy the year, and I wish you all the best, sir. Thank you, sir. And seek your, I beg pardon that I could not take your peer permission. The data has been taken from Google and emails too. So this is a very brief for the Sonu Nigam, sir. And advanced numerology more can be analyzed, but here itself, with the limited data, limited analysis has been done. Now you can do for your own family members, friends, colleagues, and your own numbers, and analyze the numbers which are imbalanced. Now days auspiciousness as per numerology. Today is 30th July 2025. The prime number is 3 and the driver is 3, conductor is 1. And 1 does not have any enmity relation with anyone except 8. So all the numbers right from prime with prime number right from 1 to 9 excepting 8. You'll have good days, excellent day today, because one king is always maintain cordial and good relation with all the planets, all the numbers. King does not have any hatred relation with any person in the kingdom, but he has always grievances with downtrodden people and maid servants and judiciary. So the native always has relationship with these numbers. So the relationship with the number of people born on 8/17/26 today. So there people born on 1st 10/19/28 with the prime number 1. People born on 2nd 20th say 11, 28, 29, time number 2, so on and so on. 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 7 and 9. These people will enjoy the day today. They will have excellent day. And the people born on 8, 17, 26 should be on guard because one is having active fatal relationship with 8 number, or 8 is having fatal relationship with 1 number. So they should be on guard. So with this, the presentation comes to an end. And thank you for watching this. So if you are watching for the first time, please subscribe the channel and press the notification icon so that you can get the notifications of all the posts and take take the advantages from it. It will be learning point also for you. The contents presented in the which have been taken in the presentations are from Google. Contents have been taken from Google, and also the books and journals which I have gone through. And images have been taken from Google. And this presentation reached to you through YouTube. And I will request you all, new as well as old subscriber, to share this presentation to your friends, colleagues, relatives, and well-wishers, so that numerology reaches to each house, each person, each family, and remedial measures at the beginning can be done by changing the dynamic numbers. Wishing you all the best. Tomorrow I will be meeting with a new presentation. Until then, take care. Have a good day. Enjoy the day. Wishing you all the best.